Green Arrow issue 45 sees the news of Roy Harper's death reach the ears of Oliver Queen, who along with many other heroes attends Roy's funeral. Oliver feels like time has stood still since learning from Clark that Roy was killed at the sanctuary, and it's like a nightmare to him. At the funeral, Bird returns Roy's first bow, placing it on his coffin as Diana says that while she didn't really know Roy, it was clear that he was a resilient fighter and had the strength to ask for help. Oliver, however, doesn't think Sanctuary helped him since it got him killed. He remembers saying that he would have called Roy after their last meeting, but was too distracted and never did. As the funeral procession comes to an end, Oliver confronts Clark, saying it's his fault. Oliver punches him and goes in for another one when Diana steps in to stop him, saying that he's in pain and they are all friends and they are all grieving as well. Oliver says that friends don't let friends get murdered and wonders where Bruce Wayne is, learning that he's out searching for Roy's killer. Oliver calms down but says this isn't the time for a funeral since they should all be looking for the killer. He grabs Hal and desperately asks if his power ring can bring Roy back, but Hal's ring can't bring people back from the dead. Oliver calls the Justice League a joke in that Roy obviously didn't rank high enough for a membership card to earn their protection. Suddenly Oliver is pulled into his own mind by Martian Manhunter. Oliver wants him out of his head, but Manhunter says that the Sanctuary tried to help Roy, they didn't murder him, but Oliver still thinks that they are responsible as he breaks down, saying he would give everything, even his own life, to bring Roy back. Manhunter knows he would, but for now he needs to let the people grieve and say goodbye to their friend, and suggests Oliver does the same. Returning to his body, Oliver leaves the funeral as Donna Troy tells people that Roy saw their team as a family he always knew he wanted but never had. Donna talks about how Roy always had the team's back, all while fighting his own demons and triggers, which Oliver knows was him. Oliver wonders how he could be a trigger for Roy since he helped Roy and he was the one who was ungrateful and headstrong. Oliver is joined by a woman named Annie, who was with Roy during his drug rehab. Annie tells her that Roy helped her stay sober and he understood what it was like and never judged or tried to trick her into getting sober. He just listened to her. Oliver says Roy is probably laughing at them all now for having to make the long journey up to this peak, but Annie says that this is not just some random spot, since this is where he decided to get sober. Annie says that Roy was basically a superhero and it's time to say goodbye to him. Dinah comes to see him again and Oliver again breaks down, saying Roy's not coming back and there isn't anything he can do about it. Dinah says that today isn't about them, but it's about remembering the good times they had with Roy, but Oliver can only think of the bad times he and Roy went through, saying that he acted like his father but was never one, as well as his boss who thought he knew what was best for Roy but really didn't, and he has to live with that. As everyone clears out, Annie leaves Roy's first sober coin on the coffin, prompting Oliver to remember the Serenity Prayer that Roy would recite over and over again. Laying one of Roy's arrows on the coffin, Oliver says his final goodbyes and leaves, vowing to never disappoint Roy Harper ever again, meaning he's got a lot of work to do ahead of him. Green Arrow issue 45 did more storytelling than the book it ties into, Heroes in Crisis, has done so far over 2 issues. Getting to see and even feel Oliver's grief over Roy Harper's death was handled really fantastically and quite a realistic reaction as well. The anger and rage Oliver felt at first was done really well, and to basically pack all the stages of grief into one issue seems like it would be quite a messy undertaking, but the Bensons do it pretty flawlessly. It'll be interesting to see what Oliver does now going forward and how it will change his approach to dealing with Citizen. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.